Hey, we're live now from St. Simons Sound. We're anchored up, and the VB has come outside of the environmental barrier. We see the empty environmental barrier alongside the boat here. It is out, and the Crosby Star is on one of the inside, this starboard side pontoon. It's there. The Cheetah is on the inside pontoon, and we're still waiting on the Crosby Leader. The Crosby Leader is going to take the bridle. It's going to be the main tug pulling this VB away, and we're still waiting for it to arrive on scene. I know some of you guys, I want to show you guys, when I try to rotate this, it won't allow me to do it. That might be a fight with YouTube or something, but sorry. I know the orientation is not what everybody is accustomed to. I know the stabilization is not what everyone's accustomed to. I apologize for that right out front. This is what the best we can do for what we've got to work with while we're on the boat here.
We could clearly do it. Yeah, I know, Roger that. We got like 65% utilization.
It's been a long time coming to see the VB move out, and we're glad that it's headed out. That means we're getting closer to being finished with the project, but by no means does it mean we're done. We still have what I believe is probably approaching 400 vehicles on the Sound and on the floor of the Sound, and not to mention a couple pieces of the ship and whatever else debris is broken up as part of the cutting process that they did with that anchor chain. Peter, from what we understand, when they get out of the St. Simons channel here, they are headed to Mexico. They've undergone for the past week or so whatever sea fastening needed to be done, which you can't even see the blocks anymore. The blocks have been pulled way up to the top, and they have a if you saw the video we put out yesterday, you can see that scaffolding system, or I shouldn't say scaffolding, but spreader bar system they have that they secure those. The only thing they've got coming down is a couple cables to secure that. Those were visible, and that's all we can see at this point for departure. And they had divers were in the water on the other side of the boat. You know, the VB can move on its own. It has 4 independent Z-drive thrusters on it. It's not very good for long-range propulsion, but it does have the ability to move. So it has actually propelled itself out of the environmental barrier, from what we understand. We didn't actually see it happen, but from the accounts we've heard, they didn't see any tugboats on it at the time that happened. Is that an accurate statement? You didn't see any tugs out here operating when you know, so apparently it's moved out. Andy Long, yes, it's time for the old VB to get headed out. And Andy, I want to get back with you. We got to talk about the voyage of GCFD 393. I think our viewers would love to hear the story of the 393. We were going to do that before. We haven't done it yet, but that's coming, guys. You won't believe it when you hear it. But it's a happy day on St. Simons. We're going to try to give you guys a view of the pier. Crowds beginning to form over on the pier. I know it's, again, I apologize, best I can do with this handheld camera on this phone, but we're beginning to get a crowd out on the pier as everyone comes over to say goodbye to this thing. Yeah, John, there's no doubt. You know, the very mixed feelings about this large piece salvage that took place here in St. Simons. And I'm not going to say that it doesn't have its place, large section salvage removal. I'm just saying that in coastal areas where you have so many variables and factors that are put into place because of currents, the height of tides, wind factors, or maybe proximity to populated beaches, I don't think that large section salvage is really the way to go. I think, if anything, it should be the last option, just because of the amount of debris that's generated that is just completely unavoidable in a situation like this. Yeah, it's quite large section ship removal is questionable, and maybe we'll discuss that on another day. What I would love to do is, I don't know if you guys watch a channel, What's Going On with Shipping, with Dr. Sal. I think this would be probably a great topic to discuss with him, and you know, a guy that's experienced and has knowledge of other processes that have taken place on ships. This is actually this is our very first ship salvage. Thank you. So yeah, maybe we'll have that discussion later on in the day. And, it's real hard for me to see comments on this thing. They don't stay up. I may have to go back and try to figure out how to look at some of these things. But here we are. We got 80 folks here. Oh, here we go. Very good. I've got it right here. Yeah. Still 3 hours and 30 minutes away, Wanda. What I've been told is 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is going to be the time when they try to get this thing out of here. But again, they've got divers in the water on the other side, so they're working on that for whatever issue or problem they've got. There seems to be something going on over there. Tom L, no, you guys, this is what happens when I turn the camera. I get a message that says orientation is locked, rotate device back. And I don't know if you guys get an image like that. I don't know how to change it. My screen goes black. Somebody comment, let me know. Do you get any picture at all when I do that? Let me know. All right, so they're saying yes. Are we getting, guys? Let me, if somebody can see this, the way this looks, because my screen is black. I'm trying to get it locked in there. Somebody let me know, and I'm going to have to turn it back to get the comment. But somebody give me a quick comment. Hey, does this work? Does this view work for you guys? Let me know. I'm going to turn it back and let's see what we got right here. Yes, we have pictures. Okay, all right. Very good. I can't read comments when I do this, so, but this is what we get. And here we are. VB, for you guys that are just joining us, it is outside the environmental barrier. They have pulled it out. Environmental barrier is back that way. And here we go. It is outside. We're still waiting on the Crosby Leader. We've got the Crosby Star as well as the Cheetah on the, they're actually inside between the pontoons of the BB, and we're still waiting on the leader to show up. I have not yet seen the leader. And we're right here, still in the sound. We are on the east side of the environmental barrier, just off the St.simons pier. Very difficult for me to try to see, but there's the pier. If you guys can see it, take a quick look. It's hard to hold this camera still, y'all. Sorry. I apologize, but I have no capabilities of stabilizing this camera. It's a little choppy out here. I don't know if you guys can tell. We'll have some better video on tonight's episode of the report, the departure of the VB 10,000, rolling out, heading out. If what we understand, headed to Mexico. All right, I'm going to change this camera so I can look at some of these comments here for just a second, guys. I apologize, but I got to do this because I can't read comments. Turn the camera back. I'm getting seasick. Ah, yeah. No, Andy Long says no. Andy, okay, upright portrait. That's the only thing we seem to be getting. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm back with you guys. So we're gonna be back this way. I apologize, guys. The camera does not work on YouTube in a horizontal orientation. Just for you guys that try to do YouTube work, it doesn't work. I know you guys don't like it because the picture is probably smaller. That's all I got to work with. I didn't design the technology. I'm just trying to use it, baby. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Y'all, this is an exciting day for me. All right, here we are. I don't know what it is about the comments. I seem to get comments like 10 minutes after I ask for them, but it's great. We're gonna stick right here. Wait a minute, somebody's trying to tell me how to do this. Who is this? Because I have searched. Go to your settings, Andy, when you're finished, and unlock the screen on your phone. I've done that. My screen is unlocked. I do not have it locked. It just will not work. Guys, it just will not work. It might work great on Facebook. On YouTube, it's different. It does not work. Not for me. We're not on Facebook. Me and Mr. Zuckerberg don't get along. So here we are on YouTube. Love the medium of YouTube. Hey, if you guys enjoyed the series, you know, I have been told that no one else has ever documented a ship removal day in and day out the way I have. It has not been done and put on social media. So I guess we're Boiler Room Radio. No, that don't work. I've tried that too, brother. It just doesn't work. As soon as you turn the camera live, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way you start it. It shuts it down. I don't know. And you know, maybe it has something to do with the boat moving and rocking back and forth because we're moving quite a bit. That may confuse the orientation part of the stream. Guys, I don't have an answer for you. But keep in mind, we are trying to give y'all this from a moving boat. We're on anchor right now, just off the VB, trying to get these images to you guys. Have they started cleaning underwater yet? No, they have not. That's not going to happen until the VB is gone. They had to get the VB out of the way before they can start working underneath it. So maybe tomorrow we'll start seeing move equipment in to start that process. That would be great, huh? Yeah, they're going to use grapples on cranes. They'll be pulling them up the same way we've seen them do it before. You know, we've if you've been on the channel for a while and look back and seen how they fished them out with basically it's called a rock grapple. We call it the claw. The claw will be back in action on the St. Simons Sound. We're looking for another fun event with claw fishing. J.R. Langwell, good to see you, J.R. Y'all, if you haven't checked out Happy Grass on WRFG out of Atlanta, J.R. Langwell is host of that show on Wednesday evenings, and J.R. is a huge fan of the channel, and actually we do a radio show with J.R. every Wednesday. He calls in and We love talking with JR about what's going on here in the St. Simons Sound. Thanks, JR. Thanks, JR, for being a part of the operation. You're part of the family. You're part of the Navy. So, guys, just to give some of our, we're getting a few folks now on the stream here. We're still waiting on the Crosby Leader. We have not seen the Crosby Leader, the Crosby Star, as well as the Cheetah are on site, and they're actually inside. They're on the inside pontoons. One's on the starboard side, one's on the port side, and they're here still waiting on the leader. And when the leader gets here, we expect the leader.
As soon as the leader makes up tow right here, I'll have like one more get on ready to go that way. Okay, perfect, man. Perfect, thanks.
Okay, guys, just listening to the radio, and they're laying out some plans. They're waiting when the leader gets here and makes up his forward tow. They're going to be shuffling some people around. I don't know if you guys can hear the VHF traffic in the background, but just listening to that, and they're waiting on the big tug. Let me check my radar and see if he's seen anything back here. Radar, have you seen any big tugs on the horizon? We have no contact on the Crosby Leader yet, guys. They are working on channel 71 on the VHF here today. The VB, that's its normal operating channel. Now, other guys doing other things are on other channels, but VB is on 71. 71, that's right. There you go, Peter. Peter, are you on the pier? Have you made it out to the pier? Hey, Christine, thank you. Appreciate it. All the way over there in Ireland, checking in with us. Our faithful members of the Minorcan Navy have been with us for a very, very long time. Thank you. And yeah, today's a happy day when we see this guy leave out happy. Okay. All right, Peter. I was just wondering, I can see a few people starting to gather up on the St. Simons Pier. I'm going to try to give y'all a shot over there. We expect there's going to be a big crowd of folks in here to say goodbye to the VB once it heads out. It's going to be a pretty good camera opportunity from over there. That is the St. Simons Pier. We come down, you see the St. Simons Lighthouse right there. A little bit farther to the east, we start to see the hotels and places, and we head right on down the beach. And the beach kind of turns north there and heads on up the coast. Just to give you guys a little bit of orient, if you're jumping in here and go, where is this guy broadcasting from? We're in St. Simons Sound. We're just off the coast of Brunswick, Georgia at St. Simons Island. If you've got a quick map of the east coast of the United States, if you look at the westernmost point on the east coast of the United States of America and put a pin in it, you'll put it right on top of the VB. We are in what's called the Georgia Bight. We're the farthest westernmost point on the east coast of the United States. That is where we are, guys. Still waiting to see the leader come. Haven't seen it yet. And we're gonna, once things start to pick up around here, guys, we're gonna have to get off the live stream so we can start working the cameras. And our intention is to really try to get up and get some close-ups of the VB. That's one thing that we've never really been able to do. We have not been able to get close to the VB. We want to get some of those pictures for you guys. We think that'd be a great closeout for the departure. Get in there and get some of this stuff in there kind of close. So that's our intention. This has been an interesting thing, and I make no claims to be a photojournalist. I make no claims to be a camera guy, an interview guy, anything. This is all new to me, and you guys have kind of made the trip with me. I certainly thank you. I wish I could have made it better. I've certainly learned a lot since I had been doing this, but there's always room for improvement. And we're going to try to continue on and bring you guys some better and better stuff. All right, now the radar has just picked up a pretty large target here on the west side of Jekyll Island. We're going to get around here. Maybe we can now understand what's going on. We got off the K line, outbound, Roro making headway and getting ready to turn and come out the channel. We're going to stick with this because I want to show you guys where all this happened. And this is going to be a great, we got this view, and this is just almost poetic. As this rower, if you kind of look right between these pylons right here, can you guys see that red buoy? That's red number 20. If you happen to have a nautical chart, that's red 20 in the St. Simons Sound. When the Golden Ray was outbound on September the 8th, that's the turn. When she made that turn around that buoy, everything went upside down. Everything got crazy. That's where it happened. And then the tugboats came. See, I'm not sure. That's one of the highway boats. I'm not sure. I can't quite make out the name of it. Let me check the radar and see if we can make that out. Radar, can we make out what the name is on the it's Olympian. Is it the Olympian Highway?
Olympian Highway.
Olympian Highway. She's outbound, and right there she's about to get to that red buoy right there. And now she's going to start making her swing. She's going to start swinging towards the east to head outbound, and that's where things happen. That's where things got kind of crazy right there. And then this, of course, where these pylons are, this is the environmental barrier, and this is where the Golden Ray was eventually pushed. We're right alongside the South Bar. On St. Simons, there's a bar that runs between St. Simons and Jekyll on the south side, and it gets you. It's sometimes on a very low tide, it'll be exposed. You can see it exposed and look like beach. But as this South Bar kind of comes up this way and coming back towards Jekyll Island, this is where they pushed the Golden Ray up, and eventually where everything came to rest. Here we got the Olympian Highway outbound, passing by the wreck site, soon to be passing by the VB 10,000. VB 10,000 still making preparations to get underway. We haven't heard, I've been listening on the VHF, and I have not heard that the divers, what do we got outbound right here, guys, behind the Olympian Highway? Do we see it? Yeah, we do. Here comes the leader. Here comes the Crosby Leader. Heading out here, heading out to the site. That's Crosby Leader. That will be the tug that will be taking the lead bridle of the VB 10,000 to get it out of St. Simons. Guys, we almost got 200 folks in here watching this activity take place. This is our radar today. Thanks for being a part of this, Jordan.
My pleasure. Been fun.
Jordan has more to come too. Jordan has actually been working on this project, I think, since the second day it happened. He's got a lot of time invested in it, and he's got some big things coming. We're looking forward to that when it gets visible. Yeah, that is a pro camera there, and it's being held by a pro. I've tried to get him to give me some tips. Everything he tells me is just leave your camera at home. You got to really know what you're doing. I try my best, y'all. I'm a much better drone pilot than I am either interview guy or photojournalist or anything. Yeah, you know, Michael, that's what I started with, was an iPhone. Here we are, a Olympian Highway, getting by the VB. And that, I don't know if you guys could pick up the horn blast. We would typically hear that from the ships as they prepare to head out the channel. They're just letting anybody out in the channel, inbound, outbound. Hey, big boat coming. That's what that horn means. Hey guys, look, big boat coming. So I know we can kind of make out.
Hey man, how you doing today?
There's the Crosby Leader coming up. But do you guys want to stay live while the leader gets on and starts to bridle up and starts making up its tow? Y'all want me to stay live? Let me know. Let me know if you guys want to do that, or you guys want me to concentrate on getting some good video. I can kind of lock the camera in and probably get some. But when I'm live, something's got to suffer. Weather today is pretty awesome. I want to try to get y'all a good shot of the leader. It's just right on the other side of that crane. Y'all, the screen on my camera, I'm sure this will look better tonight when I look at it on the big monitor. There she is. I can see it now. There's the leader. And if y'all saw our interview with Captain Buddy Cantrell, he's the East Coast Director of Towing Operations for Crosby Tow. We were doing an interview, and of course it was just awesome to hear him talk and tell stories. Could have done that all day, but when he started towing, when he started in the towboat business, and that tug was owned by another company, and he was on that. That was his first job, running that boat right there. And here we are in St.simons Sound. He's been all over the world through his whole tow career in St.simons Sound, working on this project with Crosby. He's been with Crosby for a while, loves Crosby. And the tugboat that he started with, the Leader, it was renamed the Crosby Leader. That tugboat is getting ready to bridle up to this thing and take it to Mexico. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, Captain Buddy has towed all kinds of things, but he did do a lot of work over in the Gulf, working. Ooh, we got some black smoke rolling off the Leader. I need to get in here where I can listen to this VHF. I don't know. You guys probably let me try to get back inside here so that we can monitor some of this radio traffic as well and get some of this. There is the Crosby Leader. That's going to be what takes the tow. Comes up. They're going to hook up the main bridle, and expect the main bridle, when they get it hooked up, they'll have part of the bridle will be coming over to the starboard side of the VB, and then a bridle will be coming. One of the chains will be coming off the port pontoon of the VB. They'll meet in the middle, and then hook to that tow cable on the leader. And then probably we'll see it. He'll be probably bridled up kind of short. He'll probably have a short tow till he gets out of the channel. And then once he gets out of the channel and starts to turn south, he'll probably let out some of that cable, get himself some distance between the VB and the tugboat. It makes it a little more efficient. And off they will go to Mexico, where we think, from what we understand, the VB has a date with some oil rig work. And you know, that's originally, yeah, I know I got a gimbal and don't know how to use it. Man, you know, if I did this for a living, guys, I'd probably have a lot better equipment. I'd probably have a lot better boat, a lot better gimbal, a lot better camera. I may even have somebody hired to run my boat, but I don't. This is all I got to work with, y'all, and y'all are getting the best of what I got. I will say this is an iPhone 13, so I did go and I've got the best equipment I can get from the iPhone folks. All right, we see the Crosby Leader now. She's coming up alongside the port pontoon. We're starting to see some activity out on the bow of the VB. Looks like we're starting to get some guys out there. We're assuming that they're probably going to be working to get all the bridles and stuff hooked up. Guys, I got to check a camera right here.
Just hang up off our bow. I'm going to see how it does with the 4 thrusters, and then
We're up.
If
As good.
it's working too much, then I'll call you in.
We'll try to.
Okay, alrighty. Sounds good, bro.
This is what we've got right here. I'll try to show you guys. I know some of you guys are really interested in this. This is our monitor that we have set up for our remote mounted camera, and it is a gimbal camera, and it's working right here. Trying to bring you these shots, but this is the only capability. This camera will not work unless it's hooked into Wi-Fi. We have no Wi-Fi out here in the middle of the sound. This is what you guys get to work with. Hey y'all, here's the Crosby Leader. Coming on in here. I can't believe 200 of you guys, 232 of you guys on the channel right now to watch this. You know, guys, when I originally started this thing, I never thought that we would ever see this kind of response on this channel. Just had no idea. I thought maybe 25, maybe 50 people might subscribe to the channel. Local folks who really might want to know what was going on. I had no idea we would be getting the kind of response of what we've gotten from you guys really all around the world and watching this. It's a big day. This is a big day. And I'd like to thank the entire Minorcan Navy for making it possible. You guys, you know, if it hadn't been for you guys, I would have probably stopped doing this. But as the interest began to increase, that gave me a lot of encouragement to continue. And thank you. You know, you guys have helped me do something pretty special for the entire area and probably for the salvage industry. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll go back and they'll look at these videos and be able to pick out things that went right, things that went wrong, things they might not need to do again. Who knows? Now, I want to try to explain something to you guys. We're on anchor right here, and the tide is coming in. So the Crosby Leader right now has, her bow is pointed into the current, as is the VB. So the water, y'all can see the water is moving in this direction. Everything is going this way. Yes, just moving, rolling on the river. So as they come in and start, they're going to probably have to back in to pick up the bridles. And we'll probably see them back in. That'll keep everything out of the propellers of the Crosby Leader. Yeah, that's one of those critical things. Don't want to get caught up in the.
Yeah, so we're gonna make up so we'll give the divers another shot. You know, we cannot miss the power slide. So it's looking like, you know, we'll get hooked up, this flag for the divers, catch the pilot spot, we get outside the sea buoy, wherever they're gonna hold up, and potentially midnight flag. Make another attempt to get the line out if we can't get it out here shortly. Okay, we'll see what we can do.
All right, okay. Guys, did you hear that on the radio? Could you hear that broadcast? I'm sorry, I should have brought the camera inside, but they still have a. We talked for you guys that just joined. They've got a rope or something in the thruster, in the port side rear thruster. They've gotten a rope in it, and it is inoperable. They have a slot to get a time slot to get this VB 10,000 clear the channel, because there's other ships that they have to get this stuff opened up and cleared out. So they're working feverishly. They got divers in the water trying to get that rope out of that thruster, but it sounds like they're got quite a battle going on. If the divers can't get it out of the thruster, they're going to go ahead and pull the VB out to the sea buoy. That's the first buoy. That's the first buoy that marks the shipping channel. And about midnight at slack tide, they're going to work on getting that rope out before they head on. But they are going to go ahead and move the VB. They said they are going to go ahead and move it and get it through the channel and in the open water. We can hear the power coming up on the Crosby Leader, and she is coming right on back. I got to try to get some still shots, guys. If I don't get still shots, you guys are going to be mad with me tonight. So bear with me here as I try to do this one-handed. Andy tries to get still shots. And one thing I've learned about photography, if you're not good, don't worry about quality as much as quantity. Shoot a bunch, you'll find one or two in there that look decent. So we got the leader here. The leader is backing right on up. To the VB here. Dang it. I should have gotten somebody with me to run this boat. Oh, this is crazy. Trying to do this and get these shots for you is difficult, y'all. Y'all can see the leader kind of backing in there, and it looks like what we'll probably see them do is they'll probably back into one of the pontoons, maybe the port side first, make up that side, and then maybe come over to the starboard side, make up over there, and then start easing out, tightening up on a tow line. You know, it's a little different, you know, and some of you guys may be more experienced in this than I am, but this is just the observations I've made. It's on a fixed barge, it's much easier to do. When you're on what is basically a catamaran, you've got two pontoons that you're pulling from. You've got to catch one side, and then you've got to get to the other side of the pontoon and catch the other side. So it's a little bit of a challenge for the crews, and we're getting ready to watch some experts right here in action. Crosby Leader, guys. Let me check with my radar. Radar, can you tell what side we're going to? We're going to the port side or the starboard side first?
It looks like we're on starboard first.
Okay.
With the leader?
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor while you're standing there. Just shoot me some stuff right there. I need. If I was born an octopus, I wouldn't have hands right now, y'all. Yeah, you can bet that the you know, because there's really no support on the bow of this thing back until you get back to where that first part of the superstructure, right in that area right there, comes down. So yeah, they probably do have a pretty long bridle system. And then of course once they get that done, they've got plenty of cable on that Crosby Leader to drop it back as far as they need to make the tow efficient. I hope the wind noise isn't too bad off this thing, guys. We can clearly make out from here that there are crews on the VB on the bow, on the starboard bow pontoon, as well as the port side pontoon. I don't know if we can get in here close enough for you guys to see.